Alrighty, October 19th, 2020 lesson. Number 1, we're going to simplify using the distributive property. We're going to use the circle and the arrows over here. So the circle, these arrows on this left to help us. So we're going to use the distributive property, meaning we're going to use those arrows. So when we use the distributive property, I'm going to highlight that. That means we're going to take a look here, and we have this 9 times a quantity of x minus 5. Ooh, we just talked about this variable, or this x. This x is representing a variable. It's representing a number. We don't know what number, though. So all we can do is work with this x. So we're going to be able to work with it. Now, we're going to take this circle, and we are going to put it on the number. We're going to circle the number in front of the parentheses. So that number in front of the parentheses here is 9. Now, we are going to show those arrows. We're going to use the distributive properties showing these arrows. So these arrows are going to go to each part inside the parentheses. Now, the first part that we have is 9 times x. Well, we don't know what x equals. So all that we can say for 9 times x is just 9 times x. And the way that we can write that is 9x. Because 9x, when you have a number right in front of a letter, that means multiply. So there's many different ways, remember, that you can see the multiplication operation. So if you have a number right in front of a letter or right in front of a variable, that means multiply. We don't know what this x is, so all that we can say is, well, this just is 9 times x. So 9x is the same thing as 9 times x. That's all. So what I can do is we can say, okay, 9 times that x. I know it looks like 9xx. I'm going to put this x over it to see if that makes it a little bit better. Alrighty. Maybe. Okay, so we have 9 times x. And then in the middle, we have a subtraction. So we are going to subtract. Pay attention to those numbers. I'm going to move this x until a little bit. Okay, so pay attention to that symbol, remember. So that is a subtraction, so we're going to keep that subtraction. Now we're going to write it same as we always do. 9 times that 5. In parentheses, I'm going to do 9 times 5. All right, now we're going to have 9 times that x. I'm going to put that x back in there so we can see it a little better. There we go. So 9 times x. Alrighty, so when we have 9 times x, I know that 9 times x is just 9x. 9 times x because of what I was saying before. Now, okay, so now we have 9 times 5. 9 times 5 is 45. Can I simplify this anymore? No, because when we are looking at this, you cannot simplify this anymore. You cannot subtract 9 times x minus 45 because we don't know what x is yet. And that's okay to not know. So this is actually going to be our answer. I'm going to circle it because that's all you have to do. You can't go any further. That's it. That's the only thing that you have to do. So I'm going to circle that. And that's it. That's our answer. That's the only thing that we can do left with the problem. Great job.